on YouTube. So, it's on there. So I will play that. Raw live footage. See what's how you feel. You know what I mean? So, if anything, this episode will be brought to you by Poddex. So, what? Poddex. Yeah, what were those? What you were saying? You.
It's good, bro.
Ain't shit. What's good with you, man?
Nothing, man. Done doing what I was doing, so I figured I'd hit you up, man.
Oh, yeah. If you ain't doing shit, come through.
Man, it's a beautiful day. I had like, okay. Oh, damn, you got the green shit popping off now? Yeah, you stepping that shit up now, man.
I'm trying, bro.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, just had I drank so much last week on Sunday, bro. I didn't even want to look at another drink, but I got me a bottle of champagne right now. I'm just, champagne poppy. But I need to get the fuck up, come through. It's too nice out to be wasting the rest of the day out.
Oh, yeah.
But the interviews went good, though. I'm like, these dudes calling me all the tops and calling me all over the place to get trucking in, man. So,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to make a move that makes sense at the moment.
I definitely understand that.
Yeah, so, what time you got like a start time you trying to do it, or you just, I'm gonna change my shit up real quick and come through.
Yeah, I'm here till at least 5. You know what I mean? Then I gotta go to the softball field and shit, but I'm here till 5, you know what I mean?
Alright. That sounds good, man. So I'm gonna try to skate over there real soon.
Alright, bet, bro.
Alright, bro.
Alright, next. Alright. So yeah, but pod deck. It's an interview deck, 2 interview decks. A would you rather deck with the heck and a episode. So it's like topics for like them questions.
Grab one, keep this one
on each job. And then you just go from there. It was probably trash one because it was out already.
You saying pick one of the decks? Like you want to do this one? What's that one?
What the heck? I think. Or no, what the rather. So, like I said, I got them from pod decks.
What do you gotta do?
It's like just grab shuffle them up and just pick one and there you go. You know what I mean? Then you just basically it's all go around the room or whatever, like
say it out loud shit.
Answer the question and statement of
you can build everybody answer from that one, or everybody gets their own gun, you know what I mean? So you run it like that. Thought the joint was hella dope, man.
Wear adult diapers the rest of your life, or never wear underwear again.
No draw.
You gotta be dependable.
Yeah, I'll definitely wear it depends. So, how the fuck would you not? You gotta have some type of coverage. Nobody's even gonna know you have diapers on. Because you might eventually really need them.
You got them, what's it called? Them free ballers.
Free balling is dangerous.
Free balling.
You get fucking injuries that way. Word up. Shit get tampered with.
Suppose that you get nuts bleeding and shit. So that's how random that shit gets. You know what I mean?
be able to record your thoughts or your dreams while you sleep. Oh, would you rather? Be able to record your thoughts or your dreams while you sleep. Rather than what? No, would
So
you
would you rather
record
record
your
your thoughts like
or
while you
your
awake?
dreams while you sleep?
Or would you rather record your dreams?
Dreams for sure. I
I
got a pretty good memory as it is.
That fucked up.
I don't want to remember what the fuck I think all the time. That's fucking
Got me thinking some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Record that. Record it. Look at that movie. God damn. Record that.
Give up sex for a year or your cell phone for a year.
Oh, that's easy.
Definitely your phone.
So how you gonna get
How
how you gonna get the pussy?
Walk to it. My
I'm
neighbors.
married, dog.
Yep, my neighbors.
My shit's
I'm
paid
taking
for.
single life.
My shit's paid for already.
I walk to the
My
neighbors,
investment is
bro.
paid.
You gotta get to work. I got to bus to work. So.
You want to pick one?
Work with dead people in the mortuary or work in the busiest ER trauma unit in the world.
Damn.
Work with the dead people.
Work with dead people. I ain't trying to see all that live blood and screaming and hollering. Niggas hit
You're gonna see kids and shit.
Yeah, I can't. I
All
was
that
really
shit's
good
bad.
at that, man.
That shit's bad. I'd rather see a motherfucker dead.
Yeah. Play with their eyes and
See
shit.
them
I
die.
play with their eyes like.
See, now that's the weird shit. I would never play with that. That's scaring me now, dog. He said he gonna play with the eyeball and shit. Nah, nigga, that shit's illegal. Can't do that shit. What? Nigga, you go to jail. Nigga be doing it to dead bodies and shit.
Now that you go to jail for.
Nah,
That's called necrophilia.
I'm about to say there was a word for that shit. That's how you know that shit's fucked up. When there's a word for some shit. It's like
Have your head be too big for your body or hands that are too small for your size.
I'd rather look like a T-Rex than look like an NBA jam. You look like a T-Rex walking around like this.
Small hands
hands
ain't
ain't
bad.
bad.
Yeah, fuck the hands.
You look like an NBA jam. Barkley, you see the guy? Where's him?
Remember that game? Big heads and shit.
2-on-2. Pippen and Jordan.
Barkley and Marley?
What? Shaq and Penny.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So you an Eagles fan too?
Oh, good dude.
What's your
I'm actually a 49ers fan. The Eagles are my second favorite team. So after I like the 49ers, then whoever the Eagles are playing.
Eagles went up top last night. They good as hell.
Yeah. I hate talk shit on y'all. Y'all be saying that shit all the time.
What are you talking
Like,
about? Bro, we're Super Bowl
We
champions.
made it. Well, look at the draft pick we got.
We the most recent Super Bowl champion in the division. Conversation over. Y'all can't say that Super Bowl shit no more. We won the most recent title.
I'm not saying nothing about y'all having a Super Bowl.
I know you ain't, because you.
But
that
I'm
was
just
the
saying,
only
I'm just saying the hype about, it's almost like how the Dallas be like, oh yeah, this is our year.
Every
Like-
team say that shit, except for like the Bengals and shit. They just get lucky once every fucking 25, 30 years.
So
But Joe Burrow is the truth, though. That kid's good. Joe Burrow is definitely the fucking truth.
it'll be interesting. Can't wait to see it.
But y'all are
We
ass.
got a kid that's the truth.
Daniel Jones is trash. And he's already fucking hurt and shit.
Understandable, we know that.
He done for the rest of his career. He got fucked up bad.
I'll be racist Dan and say they need a black quarterback, but they need
Nah,
somebody
black quarterbacks don't look right in that blue jersey. Never did. Right? You never seen no black quarterback on the Giants?
that never was, but or they
Racist ass team.
wasn't starting. But
Who was it? Who was on there? I think y'all had Quincy Carter for a little bit after the Cowboys had him. I think he played for every team in the NFC except for the Eagles.
what do you know what quarterback that went from that was at the Jets or something?
Geno Smith.
I remember it was a black backup behind Eli, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was Geno Smith. Maybe buying, nah, I'm not buying that course.
Not many moons ago, but many moons ago. But, yeah, we tried.
Yeah. Looking terrible.
So we get a running quarterback that can move and hold on to the ball.
Just to pick up Colin Kaepernick.
I
Everybody's
wish.
throwing on that shit.
They should have.
Yes,
Somebody should have picked him up.
somebody. He's still better than 80% of the quarterbacks in the league, 75.
Yeah, you gotta start checking niggas for belly buttons nowadays. These niggas is fake.
They making motherfuckers
Making niggas in the lab.
Belly button checks.
Like, we gotta tap them around about putting them off.
Without a belly button in the chart.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, man.
We're out now.
Hell yeah.
That's what I need to cut out. Oh my God. I feel like that whole weekend shit, right? Yo. So I made some edibles and shit.
That's good.
Yeah.
Strong.
Up there. I see the Rice Krispies are stronger than, I guess, gummies.
These orders different than prior.
But yeah, because I can tell you the hit's different. I'll eat edibles all day. That's what I do gummy shit.
Yeah.
I made the nerve root.
Yeah, I seen that on Facebook. I'm in a clink. No, it's a Facebook. Yeah.
What you said now,
What do you think about the whole Twitter shit? You think it's going to be better than?
Hell yeah. And they gonna find out about all that sex trafficking and shit, that human trafficking shit, all of that shit gonna get exposed. Well, at least Elon gonna have access to it. And probably get, I don't know what he's gonna do with it, but it was a lot of child trafficking, a lot of pedophile shit happening on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I ain't a big Twitter user, so.
Yeah, most people in our generation aren't. It's either like the old people, or if you're like already famous type shit. Like it's like a place where famous people interact. For real. And it's like a fucking porn hub.
Yeah, they did say something like Twitter after dark or some shit. Or dark Twitter or some shit.
Yeah, they got 18 and older content and shit.
They actually got like a monthly subscription and all that shit too. Or
Word? No, I don't pay shit for Twitter.
I mean, as far as I guess to get the 18 and older content, or
I don't know.
like I said, I don't know. I'm not into it.
I ain't paying for that.
Or I guess more access to it. Like pay returns, like OnlyFans or some shit.
Word, they got fucking
Yeah, they got residuals and shit.
they got
Or
spaces.
dividends.
Spaces on there where you like, it's like Clubhouse.
I still don't know how to use Clubhouse really.
Hey, shit. Go in the rooms and talk.
I see the features still be popping up, but I just be like,
I never fucking Clubhouse at all. I never even downloaded it. Wear a onesie 24/7 for a year, or a
still
horse,
onesie.
or a horse head costume for a month straight.
Trying to catch my cousin?
Yeah.
That's my cousin, her husband, or family.
Oh, snap.
Trying to catch.
Is that a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like a goddamn grown. They all know they got a kind
And half of them are old, smart. Yeah.
I ain't wearing no goddamn onesie. I ain't wearing nothing for a year straight.
I'm only wearing a onesie for my homie. Onesie. Just to play with it. That's Charles' name.
Word.
Oh yeah. So, what else been going on with you on your brain?
Shit, just getting this business cracking. Getting back on the phone. past couple of days. Still a fucking killer on the phone.
You was on it?
Yeah.
What's the drum? Okay, let's do it.
The whole day's back.
No, not holding it back. What was the call you making for? Like what?
For help.
Health insurance?
Back at it.
Killed it?
I ain't closed anything because I don't have any like real like good leads, like high quality leads. I'm only getting like
You can be like, so you just get them knowledge in or planting the seeds.
yeah. Just be able to
Make an informed decision. You think it's more informed decision or rational decision? Not rational, but
for help.
the consumer. Cause it's almost like with the whole Vision Solar shit, and it's like always trying to, like not the quick sell, but remember the John? Tell me yes or tell me no, but tell me quick because I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like where I need doing yeses now, or do you want people to be informed and then you do that yes? You know what I mean?
Ours is a straight up because it should only take 15 to 20 minutes to complete the whole sale. Because the person is inquiring as we purchase the leads. So when we're buying leads, the person just put in the inquiry, put in their height, their weight, their address, their phone number. You know what I mean? And then we're just pretty much figuring out if they qualify in the beginning of the call. Once we figure out they qualify, we offer them the best plan at the best price within the range that they want.
So it always fluctuates depending on
Depending on the person, yeah. Family plans, obviously, and the spouse or a child. But it's it.
how does it all work in a sense?
Well, you have lead vendors
Okay. Oh yeah.
that you purchase your leads from. You mean like the close itself?
The close itself, okay.
It's just really about being direct, and like you said, education to a certain extent, because nobody really knows about health insurance, because they usually get it through their job and just check off a couple boxes and they take it out of their check, but they don't realize that their job's paying for half of it. You know what I mean? So when they come out to the regular market, they're paying for the full price. Or like when you get offered COBRA, if you get fired or if you quit, they offer you COBRA to maintain the health insurance that you have. By law, they have to offer you COBRA, but you're paying the full price, which is way more expensive.
So if I got that shit coming up within like the next month or two, and you're saying that the job pays for half of whatever I'm paying, in a sense?
Up to half. They can be like 30%, up to 50%. They pay.
This shit interesting now. I guess having that kind of job now and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Never had no 401ks. Never had bennies.
You coming up on 90 days?
Yeah. So it's interesting.
All the damn jobs you done had, you ain't never had no serious one like this.
I've had them, but to where I go off of just the nature of the business. Like that whole, we got life insurance and shit. So I just put it in the nature of the business. Leslie's had that shit. I would say I get Medicaid. So I was never really concerned with the benefits, you know what I mean? So now that Medicaid's over, it's like, I see some of these benefits are understanding and shit. I'm like, got an eye appointment on Monday and shit. Just weird different shit now, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to understand that shit. Like, okay, so if you do fuck going the job route and go get your own.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. You're not gonna. It's better to go through your job.
So you want companies then?
That's my goal, is to start hitting business to business. If you can, hit that dude up and grab his number. I want to have a meeting with him on Monday with the dude with the Dunkin' Donuts. Try to knock that shit out. It was cracking crazy.
You're going to have to do businesses.
No, not right now. like that, like you can.
So yeah, I'm asking. I guess your target market.
It's helping people. We want people that aren't even gonna use it and just pay us every month, like you pay for Netflix.
But you're saying the individual is going to pay more.
No, they'll pay less with us. We're giving them a discounted plan, like an indemnity plan.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Man.
Yeah,
That's why I asked.
yeah. We're giving. Oh, you mean like okay? I got what you're asking now. But yeah, we're offering them a discounted rate compared to what they would normally pay because it's like it's always up first like 70 or 80% off, but there's no deductible. But with your job plan, you're probably gonna have to pay at least $3,000 to $4,000 out of pocket before they start doing the 80-20 split. And you'll always have a copay. So with our plan, it'll be no copays. So it sounds good, but when you go to the hospital and they only cover 30% of your shit, you have to pay the other 70%.
Right.
But when we're selling it, we say it's always up to the first 70% off. So it creates an illusion. But it's not quote unquote good insurance. It's just something to have. It's not horrible, like it's something, and it's a lot less expensive than what you would pay for the real deal. But if you don't use the real deal, you're wasting your money anyway. So we want to find the most healthy people possible that are never going to use the shit.
I didn't even know I need it.
And then for those 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that actually use it, I mean, it's that in case of shit. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Why you put car insurance on your car? Just in case of shit.
I've been running around with the whole like I did an accident.
Yeah.
Do I have insurance? Medicaid? The state gonna pay for that shit. And I got it. I didn't have fault.
See, now you had that argument with Baron right now, so me and Baron had this argument yesterday. My nephew, his car.
Oh yeah, his car got hit outside of his crib.
While he was in bed, the cop had the tow yard.
Because I'm like, it probably was like in the street or something, or like, you know.
He was in a parking spot.
Yeah, but I'm saying he parks in the street, right? You know what you see?
I guess it was in a parking spot.
I mean, I'm sure it was a parking, like a legal
Right.
spot, but I'm saying that in Atlantic City, you're usually on the street. So if they hit his car, it could have been, you know, stuck in traffic or whatever the case. Like they just couldn't let that bitch sit there, like in whatever condition it was. But he was like, oh well, they made him pay for it. I was like, well, the tow people had to do their job. They're not doing that shit for free. I'm like,
Shit rolls downhill.
exactly, like shit happens, but ain't nobody at fault. Like he's like, now I got to call the car insurance people to see if they'll reimburse me. They naturally will because of the amount. But if he only has liability insurance, he's screwed though.
Yeah. Full coverage definitely does matter.
That's it.
Yeah.
See, but this is what I told him, and this goes back into the health insurance thing. You don't buy my insurance and then have some crazy shit happen and try to blame me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you pay the big top dollar for. If you want to pay, you know, if you're gonna pay, you're gonna pay. If you don't, you won't.
Full coverage.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. All society. That's what you do.
Yup.
You're not gonna be go to Burger King, spend $5 and get a full of meal. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for.
I had that shit earlier today. It's like, this ain't even a $5 burger no more.
Oh boy, the Whoppers is not.
Whoppers is small as shit.
I'm like, this is about it.
But then they try to gloss it up by adding they go there. That's what they do. That's what they are. We put lettuce to make it.
Yeah, I think are they the only ones? Because I think McDonald's does the shredded lettuce. I don't do the shredded lettuce. They do the chunks to make their shit look a little fluffier.
And the whole onion.
No circle. McDonald's is cheap as shit.
Ew, chopped it.
That shit nasty too, bro. I would never eat that shit again.
I can't wait for it. I used to love the Big Mac. I used to have that 2 for 2 I was 6 of them bitches.
Yeah, I used to
Now
fuck
look
Big
at
Mac
it.
up.
Now look at it like,
Horse meat and shit in there.
and it's
They
it's
can
something
sing
the patio
McDonald's.
fit.
Hell no. same no more. I don't fuck with Wawa. I fuck with Heritages.
It's like, it's the closest thing you can get to a mom and pop shop.
And I'll be going to Virtuos too, Virtuos.
Virtues.
Yeah. I call them Virtuos. I don't know why. They good as shit.
Oh, yeah. Got big, like $8.
Good gas
Everybody got it.
Gas up this shit, $10.50.
You know, that shit used to be sweet at 8, but still, it's not bad.
Still not a bad deal.
Fuck no, not that big ass. That shit's over 12 inches. That shit's like 18.
Yeah, I got it.
16, 18. Yeah. That shit's a monster. Boy, you can eat that shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
I do.
I take it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Or if I do the dinner, then take out a half for lunch at work.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because Heritage shit is like $15. So
What you mean?
their Hercules, it's like $15.
Nah.
Word. I just had it yesterday.
What's that, 12 inch?
Their
Foot long? Yeah, I be getting the Super 6 or the Heritage.
Yeah, I usually do that, but if I'm taking the other half to work, I just grab that.
Well, grab both of them.
So they still compete.
Maybe cutting for it, cutting it.
Yeah, cut it half.
Eating no hairy egg sandwiches and shit.
The morning hangover meal.
Remember that one in Glassboro? Used to go there all the time. Used to be the spot.
Wild card games y'all play.
I play this game real back. I've never been a big Coke fan. I didn't understand it, but it's just like Pity Pat, but you could do, you could run, which is different.
Yeah, Pity Pat and Jim. Mixed
Mixed
together.
together, right. And that's what I figured out after watching it.
Yeah, I never really played cards like that. I mean, I played fucking, you know, the basic like poker, fucking spades and shit. But
Poker wasn't basic anymore.
yeah, dog.
I ain't learned poker until fucking 2011 when I met my wife.
Texas Hold'em was my shit.
Spades has always been that shit once, because my parents would sit around the table, talk shit, smoke bud, drink, and just talk.
Yeah.
And then my dad had a hand. You see that nigga stand up with a table guy.
When Brax tell me to play spades,
Watch this nigga talk
a
shit.
little spade session in. I ain't played
I
them.
play pinochle too, actually.
I don't know how to play pinochle. You showing age. Remember they used to have them shits like in the Wawa, or we went to the store, they had the pinochle decks.
Spades, like,
Yeah, I never understood the difference in none of that shit.
They just, it's only like,
pinochle only goes down to 9.
you know what I said.
Ace is the 9, and it's double everything. So 2 aces spades only go down to 9.
I'm not playing none of that shit. That shit
Yeah,
sounds confusing as hell.
After that, it's simple. Like, you have different things. You have a run, which ace through 9. And then you got.
How do you, what's the point?
You know what I'm saying?
What happens is you turn tricks. What happens is you got ace through 9.
Hold on.
It's like turning tricks. You play highest card
No,
one,
this is the pen
and then
game.
only
This is what the pencil's
only
playing.
cards that
Yo, this is buzzing, man. I think they was playing this in fucking, what's that movie? With the light skinned dude and shit. Where he was where he did the music and shit. And he had whoop that trick. What? Whoop that trick.
Hustle
Hustle and Flow. Yeah, that nigga was playing pinochle in there. Yeah, I swear to God. That's crazy as hell.
But when you turn the trick,
So you playing like I declare war type shit.
basically.
Okay.
And the thing is, once you win each trick, you got to pack at the end. Only certain ones are worth points. So say I bid 25.
You look at your cards first, or no?
Yeah, you look at your order. I say I bid 25 and I spread 19. That means I gotta make 6. After we go around and turn all the tricks and count them, only certain points, only face cards are worth points. So whenever I turn my tricks, only the aces I count, the king, you know what I mean? They're the only ones I count. If I got 6, then I meet my books. If I don't, I got less than 6. I mean, it's easier to.
These niggas got tired of playing spades, and they was out pimping, and they was like, "Yo, we gonna fucking cut these decks. We gonna play pinochle, and you gonna get these points if you turn these tricks."
Only tricks is gonna go.
While we waiting for them to come back, this is what we gonna do.
We gonna turn.
Because we only got 3 people in the trap today. We missing that 4th person for spades,
So you could play with 3 people for pinochle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
obviously what it was for.
I'm seeing how they was like, what they come up with this shit.
So any game we play to where you throwing the card out, seeing who has the high card, that's how I'm turning the trick.
Yeah. Well, yeah. For anybody that plays cards.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Obviously, I ain't
Right. So if I say I declare war, I take it would be telling the truth.
Got you. Yeah, I need to go to Atlantic City and turn and trick.
I didn't get big. Let me get that 150 real quick. Off the 2 quarters. 2 quarters for the drive.
Been up for a while now.
Yeah. Sorry to take that money down there.
Yo. Game time, the Game Time app.
NBA?
Just in general. Game Time app.
Never seen it.
It was gonna pop up on like your Facebook, Instagram, and so, but it's supposedly like discounted tickets for
Oh, nice.
events and shit.
Nice.
Okay.
You got them on there?
Yeah, and they're on there. I was like, bet.
How much was it?
The lowest was like 50.
Mm.
And then it goes up from there. You know what I mean? But
Might see you down there.
I seen that shit. Honestly, I seen it off of like, say yesterday, Sixers playing the last minute tickets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like
was
yesterday it was
expensive.
like $82 or something like that.
For the Sixers?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So it's not bad
Yeah, for a
because
playoff game.
a playoff game.
Playoff game, that's really good.
You know what I mean? But now say the Phillies game or something like that, they had like $10 tickets.
Hell yeah.
So
That's not bad at all. I'm just starting taking
I'm definitely looking at that app like, God,
I gotta get this tire fixed. Yeah, so much shit I gotta do. Get some fucking leads. I'll close all the deals. I ain't give a fuck.
can you build a website and then just
That's what I was asking him to research to learn how to build, like a lead generation.
Yo.
If you could do that, I'll pay
Drop
you for that
down.
shit.
Christian does that. He's the computer geek. Trying to get him to do it. It's the next level, but that's what he went to school for.
What's he gonna take me for? Holla at him.
Will,
Holla at him.
what's buzzing, cousin?
Hey, yo, the dude gonna try to call you. I told him I used to work for you at Cash Bars.
All right,
So he about to call you.
all right. Yo.
That was him?
No, other cousin. Jules.
Don't let me forget you gotta stop by right here in the last bro to grab a prescription for my wife.
How's she going?
Pretty bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Every time. Pretty rough. I'll be feeling it too. You know, you get the symptoms and shit, but they have probably
The whole pregnancy and all that shit. The energy strong.
fucking.
Which is fucking crazy.
That's why, like, I swear to God, I was laid out in the crib because I drank way too much yesterday, so I was fucking hungover as shit. I didn't go to work this sleep or nothing either. And I just had to, like, recover today type shit. We ain't got a hoagie for Virgil or Virtues. Fuck that name. Virtues.
The V.
And I was like laid the fuck out, bro. Like, couldn't even fucking move, but I was like, Once she told me she wanted that prescription, I was like, I'm gonna definitely still go to dance and shit. Now I feel 120 times better. As soon as I walk in the crib, I'm gonna feel like shit though. Shit's crazy.
Get that little sage and
Yeah.
energy. It gets crazy. That's the only thing I can put it at.
You got some extra sage?
Like a bag of it.
Yeah, let me do some of that shit.
I don't know how it works, but
I do. I'll be using that shit. Playing off these demons, these spirits.
not back with the sea moss.
Yeah, I got some in the fridge. I gotta start using that shit. Use your alcohol.
Yeah. My mom basically had a dream and all that last night about getting back on like the Dr. Sadie shit, even though she don't know about Dr. Sadie. To my full extent understanding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think your world crossed over, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shouldn't have, but I hope it did, and that's where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
But that energy, she was like, this is what we should do, because she had poison ivy. And my aunt, she a whole nurse and all that. So she told her to do the peppermint deal or whatever. So my mom had that epiphany, like, yo, this is how you can tap into resources and build legacy and keep basically the knowledge that people always know. Once they go, that's just them they're going with the wind, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Some of it, yeah. A lot of it.
Because
Thank God for YouTube, bro.
yeah,
YouTube is the fucking greatest. There's an old lady
we live
on
in
YouTube.
Yeah, we live in the information.
Or somebody's that recorded what the grandma said and put it on YouTube. Like, that's the blessing of our
We
fucking
live in the
society.
information age now.
And even if that shit shut down, bro, you know, I believe in humanity so much, dog. Like, I really, really fuck with humanity as a whole, bro.
Yeah.
And I really think the shit's 51-49 when it comes to good and evil. Yeah. But my thing is this, though. Let me explain that 51-49, though. I think it's really honestly 10% good and like 10% evil. And then the 80% is just in the middle, and they're like robots. And they're like the majority of the people we see every day are like, they're useless. They're just like, they're flesh. Like, they're not even aware. Like, they're just here. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like they're fucking, exactly, like the numbers. They're not fucking, and that we can all become that if we get complacent, if we get, like, we all can slip in. That's the matrix. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's why doing what we do is so fucking hard. Like, it's agonizing to the core because you're programmed to go get up and work every day.
Yeah, it's almost like that's we'll call it a negative demon. If you can beat the demon, you win the race.
And I'm like right there, and I can feel it, and it's like
you just go on
so much pressure.
So my sister's a marathon runner, so I use that analogy. So like a marathon is 26.2 miles, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the half is 13.1.
Mm-hmm.
So 26.2 miles is the whole marathon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a fucking flat race.
Nope. No matter who won the first mile.
Even though you can run around the lap, but the whole.
Don't matter who won the first lap, the first mile.
Even just when it gets rough, that's the whole running up the hill.
You know, bro, that's when you know something's about to break, bro. When it gets hard like this, you know it's gonna break.
Because you know it's we'll call it smooth sailing, not smooth sailing, but smooth sailing. Because
Like,
once you hit that peak, now it's boom.
Because you know what's so fucking nuts, bro? This shit is just agonizing because just dealing with the nature of our society and Kevin Samuel said it best. He said, as soon as you stop making more money than your woman, there's a clock that starts ticking. There's a clock that starts ticking, like, in their mind, like, and your value just starts to decrease.
Not all. Not all. I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we talked about that for all of us. But my mom, I would never.
Oh Oh, well, yeah.
I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah, I thought you meant something recent.
You know what I'm saying? No, and I said, well, recent,
Yeah,
now
last
there's your
2003.
argument. Now there's your argument. The
Yeah,
recent
yeah,
female will
That's
give
what I'm
you that.
talking about. Yeah.
My mom,
They're
they're
not the
definitely
same.
not the same, because my mom made more money than my dad, but she made sure his clothes were pressed, his lunch was made, and whatever decision we made in the house was his. We would ask my mom, can we go? Go ask your mom. And that was just, mom, go ask your dad. What'd your dad say? And she never took that from me. And that's the difference between her and today's girl. Today's girl wants to control everything. She wants to have power. She wants to have that. And she doesn't want to concede to the king of the actual home. And that's what makes her. She wants to play king queen.
Yeah.
Which that's bullshit.
No doubt.
Because, and that's where, the demoralization of society. And it's where the whole family dynamic
Do
is.
you think your dad was an asshole growing up?
You know what? I did, but I didn't. My dad was very stern. He only knew what he was. Like, he was a person that school meant everything to him.
Okay.
He never finished school. Now, my dad never finished school because he was all state in 3 sports and had 2 kids by the time he was a senior. At that time, he dropped out of school. To take care of the family. That's why my mom eventually ended up making more money. He dropped out of school to make money for the family. Yeah, all 4 of us did. All of us. But, so what he did is, again, he dropped out of school, but then his thing to overcompensate that was basically living for us, our parents. We had to go to school. It was like, it was no other option. You're not going to do what I did. You're not going to be out here in the streets busting your ass every day to take care of the family because I did it. So it was like we had to be in school. So to me, he became an asshole because I was an all-A student. I played sports. I played everything. And it was just like, shit, if I got in trouble, he'd take the sports away from me. Or he'd do something. I'm like, this asshole. But like, when you just met the guy outside, whenever you see anybody that knows my dad, then she was, that's his dad, nigga. That's what I'm saying? No. Oh, yeah, that was. I don't know.
They said the guy outside. That was his dad. You ain't see they look exactly like, nigga?
Yeah, that was the face that he wore.
And I low key would like, I keep that so silent.
Right.
Because when he did the bike and shit,
Right.
I was like, I'm not gonna tell people that you're my dad.
Yeah.
Like, what? I never understood that in a sense.
Not me, bitch. Oh, nigga, my dad is McCoy.
No, I mean as far like, but no.
Let me go, police officer.
Right, pretty much.
Let me go, officer.
But like, okay, I got you. Like,
That's how
so if you in my growing up, if you was an outlaw or if you trapping, you don't let nobody know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
So him being in that lane, I'm like, nigga, I don't need them to know. If they don't know because of what club you came from, they don't need to know. You got a single person in your army.
But yeah, so I always thought my dad was an asshole, but like I said, I meet anybody out in the streets. Shit, I was telling me, my mom's brothers were like, yo, your dad was man, he showed us everything we do. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, my mom's brothers are all whores. I was like, hold on. He was dating mom, and y'all, and he was the man. I was like, what the fuck is up? Ain't y'all supposed to protect mom? What the fuck is up with that? But he was that dude to them. So all praise, you know what I mean? And he did make me who I am. Like, keeping me in the books, I think, was a good thing. Because all the boys I grew up with, like, niggas, 4 or 5 kids, and they're like, yo, nigga, if you was here, we would have stayed in school. Or if you was here, you wouldn't have went away to school, you know what I mean? You would have done this. And I'm like, damn, I had that much impact today. And it was because of who my dad made me be. The fact that I was on punishment on the weekend because I didn't do homework or something, some bullshit. I'm like, I didn't do homework because I was doing all this shit.
So how old were you at Burger King?
Ooh, 20. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts to think about?
Because I had already bought my crib.
Because you're what, 42 now? 44. And that means you're,
Okay. So yeah.
he's 12.
He got me by 10.
Hold on, how many years older than me?
He got me by 10. So he got you by at least 12.
12, yeah, 12. So, like, yeah. He was like 28.
Yeah, about 20.
He was 28 in 2000, like, 5. You know what I mean?
Because I was 17, 18.
And I was like 16. It's crazy, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga was
I
a
did
young
the
boy.
math the other
He
day.
was a
I'm
young
like,
boy.
yo, this shit, 05 was 17 years ago.
Bro, I've been throwback music when I'm like, yo, that shit was that long ago, 25 years.
27
Yo, I put on
years.
pocket and I'm like, yo, Biggie have died that long ago.
Bro.
It really don't
Like a
feel
whole-
like, yeah.
A whole life century.
Like, I'm like, Biggie died that long ago? I'm like, yo, dog, it don't even, it feel like I was just looking at this.
3 decades is longer than you think.
I didn't know you was that young.
I could tell
But
now.
I know that you were that old. Like,
He was wise beyond his years, dog, at that time, bro. When we was growing up, bro, everybody.
And Marvin,
was
knew
like,
that you talked
I was about, I
Every
guess I
kid.
was about where he's at when 27. I didn't have everything that he had. But thank you for teaching me 10 years ago, like how to be when I'm at that age.
yeah.
Like,
Honestly, and if you think about it,
this is how you acting at 27. I don't know how old you are, but when I get this old, I gotta start acting like this because I see what certain people do. That shit's nutty.
he was responsible as shit for his age.
Hell yeah.
25, 27, dog, being that
A
responsible,
general manager,
being that fucking detailed and shit.
I understand how to deal with
Everybody-
people.
Yo, emotionally intelligent. Emotional intelligence. This is why I brought him on, bro. At the price I brought him on for, because I told you it's no that shit. Like, remember what you said? You even said when I said the numbers, you're like, what? That's a fucking lot, bro. You should do like 10. And I'm like, bro, the impact that he's gonna make once I have a full office of people, I could just leave that shit and he's going to run that shit 60 years old, dog. He's not gonna do nothing but be in there every day and make sure niggas is going for it. And we go grow that shit.
It's good.
And he gonna keep it. He's gonna maintain everything, bro.
Building the army.
Yeah.
Treat it like everything.
It's just so stressful not being able to do it right now when you want to.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And to have it this close. To have it this close and not to be able to just reach out and grab it.
It just takes a little bit of time.
Patience. Patience becomes
And,
a great virtue, bro.
Stress, man.
Yeah.
So to every negative, there's always positive.
That's it. And if it wasn't for the bad, we wouldn't appreciate it. So, take the moments and when we get to that.
God's making me go through this shit because the amount of money we're about to fucking make is so ridiculous. You really gotta be humble, bro. You really got to. And you really gotta understand what it's like not to have anything, or at least be reminded. Because the amount of money, it's like we won't need anything ever again. And it can spoil you. You know what I mean? And I'm already a lazy motherfucker. So you know what I mean? To get into this position, lazy as fuck, it shows a lot. Like you gotta have grit, you gotta have like heart, but I didn't work hard to get here. I'm just smarter than most people. And I know how, and I'm emotionally intelligent. You understand? I know how to deal with people very, very fucking well. And that's what got me in this position, bro. If I didn't know how to talk to people or deal with people, and I just called Keisha and apologized to Keisha about the, back and forth with her and shit about, because I wasn't even that back and forth, but I kind of gave, like, I was kind of like an asshole to her, like, why are you questioning me on why we're not writing deals, bitch? You're the reason why it took us so long to even get started. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen to me, the fuck. We had more money. We would have been better a month ago. We would have had more money to throw right back into the business, but not. You fucked us over in so many ways. But I had to call her and apologize and shit. Talk to Doug about the vision. Talk about where we're at. How I'm stuck. And I have too much integrity. I can steal all of the leads that are getting purchased from the other company because I still have access.
Where you buy your stuff?
Because I'm not a piece of shit, and we don't have any money for leads. Because like the money.
So that's all it is. That's the
the
whole
up is the leads. Just buying leads, and I'm gonna close the deals. Because with the contracts that we have, the lead vendors are connected to the carriers. So I didn't anticipate
a book of leads.
Well, no, that's how. Well, no, that's how serious this. What do you mean?
Oh, the last one companies have a directory.
Yeah, I remember when we were using that for what's the name. I could use that.
Because I'm that's not useless information for me, but useless information for me.
Yeah, I can definitely tap into those businesses and do business to business deals and set up business to business calls. But like the thing, like I said, the only thing that's really genuinely holding us back is the fact that I couldn't anticipate how much it was going to cost to actually get started. You know what I mean? Like without doing it before. Well, I did it with Steve, but when you're spending somebody else's money, you don't fucking, you don't pay attention. You don't
calculate
everything different.
All the nooks and crannies.
You know what I mean? And Doug wasn't wrong, and he didn't lie. Like he got us to the point where we were at, but and this is exactly what he promised, but it's just a lot of fucking money involved in starting your own agency.
Yeah.
I mean, and nobody, obviously everybody would do it if it was fucking easy. And the shit comes with so much fucking money, bro.
And so much money.
And we're not even tapped into life insurance yet. Imagine, bro, you know how I am with the MLMs. And like, I know MLMs so well, and I got mad experience in those jobs. We're gonna create our own MLM in this space and get people licensed for health and life and annuities.
Yeah.
And bring them into our company, but we're not gonna charge them in the same type of way. Like, you know,
it's like Prime America.
Yeah, it's gonna be Prime American, but like in a different way. Like I'm still building it, and I don't know exactly the route I want to take, but I'm gonna make it legit to where we don't have the problem that David has, as far as 60% of his people don't make money. You know what I mean? Like we want to, and it's not his fault though. No, because and I hate people that diss MLMs, bro, because it's never the company, bro. It's about what you choose to put into it, bro. Every time.
That's the best worst part about it.
Yeah.
Whatever you put in
is what you get out, bro. And that's like with anything in life. Yeah. And people complain, they're like, oh, well, McDonald's, they don't lie to their employees, they don't promise them. Yeah, that's why there's a cap. There's a ceiling on what you can make at Burger King, at Dunkin' Donuts. There's a cap. Yeah. There's no cap in the MLM. If you turn up, or if you find that one ace, if you find the one ace that's like the dude that's in the 2% of the top and he's under you, you automatically win. That's you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I guess that it's, to me, it's that business is crazy.
Yeah, it's
convoluted. It's all convoluted.
It's always a pyramid. That's why I had to get closest to the top as I could. In some industry, I had to get to the top of something.
Because it sucks for the 60 people that don't make money,
but you got the 5% that made a whole hell of a lot of money.
And then the company eats.
Right.
So that's where it's like
you got 20%.
Well, that's
certain companies.
Everything. Think about it. 3% of the world makes 97% of the wealth.
Exactly.
Period. So that means the Shah of India and the King of Egypt, all of those people, that 3% of people make 90% of the wealth. And we got people that, like Bill Gates, wouldn't even be, like these guys would kill themselves if they had Bill Gates money. Think about that. If they had Bill Gates money, they would kill themselves. And Bill Gates has enough money that if he drops a motherfucking $1,000 bill and stops to pick it up, he's gonna lose money. The fuck out of here. And if he stops to pick it up, he's gonna lose money.
How much does Bill Gates make, like a minute and all that shit? Yo,
there was
crazy in it. Like, I'll give us like 7 years ago, be nice.
Mm-hmm.
When we were so deep into this shit and understanding, just Googling and researching all a plethora of information, that's what we was coming across. And it was like,
shit like that.
I remember.
Right.
Elon Musk makes $370 a second.
$375
A second.
Michael Jordan's making like 22. Yeah.
So every 5 minutes, he's at least making 2 bands.
Yeah, he makes.
I seen some shit to where he got a.
Before Google, Michael Jordan.
He makes $432 million a day.
432 million a day.
Now, even if it's
$18 million per hour. That shit's so absurd, dog. That shit is insane. 18 million an hour.
So now I gotta think about what the fuck he really does in this sense.
He controls the world.
He's up there with Jeff Bezos.
Bezos controls the world too.
Cause what I don't get right now with the Bezos is the whole monopoly shit. Growing up, they didn't want you to monopolize.
You're still not allowed to. You're not
Amazon,
allowed to, but there's ways around.
Monopoly.
But Amazon, he stepped down though.
All of that.
He sold the shit.
He sold
before they started charging them with a monopoly and taxing his money and everything. That's why I got rid of it. It was a business deal.
Boogie down,
because think about this.
what's the dude that stopped the old guy? Not Madoff. I was gonna say Bernie Madoff.
Hold on, because he sat down with
Before they
Jay-Z.
start getting them with Monopoly and all of that other shit, they back out.
It's not what the fuck is his name? Berkshire Hathaway's owner.
Yeah, I know what it is. I'm gonna think of it in 2 seconds. I'm looking up the best stock guy. That's what's going to come up.
Berkshire Hathaway owner. Who the hell was Jay-Z sitting with? The billionaire.
Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett.
It's like, damn, all white people look alike.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett confusing him with the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit's nutty, bro. But that's the plane you're on, and just keep going.
Yeah, I'm on.
I know.
That's
I
the crazy.
That's why I can't wait to see. It's
That's
just
fucking nuts.
it's like, yo, coach.
You called this shit before
Coach.
too, dog. This shit is fucking
Keep
insane.
keep writing your plays, coach.
This shit is fucking nuts, man. It's like
Because matter of fact, you want to know what it is? There you go. I got you.
Like, this shit
There
is
you
crazy.
go. You
Bro.
know what it is?
I don't know why. Why did I do this?
Because you was thinking all offense.
Yeah.
Now this is defense. Head coaches gotta play both sides of the field. You know what I mean? Offense is fun. Defense wins games or champion. Offense wins games. Defense wins championships. To get the ring, there you go. That's what that is.
Fuck, man.
Beautiful.
So fucking close.
Somebody's having something to do.
I can't do anything but wait.
I mean, as far as something to give to the people, if you got a product to give to the people.
At a crazy number too. You make the money when you buy, not when you sell. The contract that I got, $1 million. It takes a lot to even get a contract like this, man. And I'm not even fucking. I can't even be licensed, and I still own agents. You're gonna have to get licensed soon. As soon as we get this money and we get in the office and shit, that's what you'll do every day, like in the afternoons and shit, to prepare and study for that after you get, after we make all the money. In the
So
morning.
a banking license, that's the one that's sitting in the office.
A what?
Think of banking, right?
Uh-huh.
License. When you walk into the bank, you got your tellers. Those are the ones that's on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
License, that was the ones that closed the deal.
They're not licensed.
No, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how, like, if I want to open an account, I gotta go sit in that office.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Those are the licenses. I'm using them as an analogy. Not saying that they are, but think of the scheme.
No, it's a lot different. And so the licensed people would be the people that actually own the bank. Like the niggas that are Wells Fargo themselves.
The ones that actually have to run you through your papers by, that actually
Like
have to
they're-
go
like
through your
they're-
papers before they
Like
go.
everything, all right, the bank account is in me and his name, but all the money comes through our agent of record's name. So that the insurance carrier pays the agent of record, her name is not even on our bank account, but they're the one that they're acknowledging their payment to, even though the money goes down.
So with
She's
your
that
license, you get the acknowledgement.
You can actually operate. We can't operate without, as a company without her,
Without a license.
without a license. You can't sell health insurance or
It's
life
like,
insurance.
we can't sell burgers if somebody doesn't have that service sign on the month.
Mhm.
You have to have that service sign. Because we have somebody that has that service sign, we can operate. If that person doesn't exist, we won't be about
Which is why we have to have him be ready at all times.
it. In case he decides.
Yeah, that's what I was, keep one in the chamber.
Because if not,
Exactly.
and if she
Backup
leaves,
plan's gotta have a
if
backup.
she wants to leave, then I have to go pay somebody more to do the same thing. I have to give her more than my company to have somebody else be the agent. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Or have my wife, do it or whatever. So,
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be ready.
Why
We did the first drop, and I'm on that.
wives and females get minority
This loan.
Anything. The first time we get any dollars. That's on it, period. That's it.
Yeah.
Any dollars come in.
Because honestly, with
It's all
like going through, put it like this, like you have to be very, very, very tech savvy, or at least tech savvy enough to like been on a computer every day of your life, pretty much for the last 20 years, in order to do what I'm doing from home. And the office is a little bit different because we'll have a printer connected to the lead system, so it'll get sent to the email like it does now, but it'll automatically print out. So I'll be able to grab the lead sheet, tell him to type in the number and dial the call. So he dials the call, boom, 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 he can actually read through the pitch. But right now, he would have to navigate through the laptop itself, go through the leads, like, pulling up the phone, moving the email over after you call. Like, it's too much computer shit to be doing for him. And it would be too much of a waste of time. He would be better off getting his license and learning, just doing what he does good.
Yeah, learn the management.
Exactly. Learn the concept of the company, so when it's time to manage it,
the kids will be able to.
exactly.
The next generation knows this shit. So you can
Exactly.
You can just put
Here. Exactly.
And that's what
I can give you a locked phone.
We're gonna get blessed with somebody that can do computers and stuff. I already got to do, but he's gonna want, like, he's a sometime ass nigga. Like, he always wants something, always wants to borrow money, and one of them niggas. So
Try not to deal with it as much as possible.
exactly.
We gotta leave
Which
it
is
out.
fucked up.
I try to keep him in house. I want to keep it in house, and I want to have one of the people that we hired. You're like, yo, you good with internet shit? And they're like, yeah. Like, can you make the funnel? We want to target people from 26 to 35 that are healthy, and we want to target people from 60 to 64 that are healthy. Like, make an ad for me. Like, we wanted to say such and such, such and such. Like,
I'm such an asshole. And
I think I could find somebody that had that done. Tell me exactly what we need done. I can make a phone call.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
My nephew knows people from everything. He works with all students and shit. That's what he does.
1, 2.
That's what he does. He works with all students. He puts together programs. That's his nature of his business. So that's why tell me what we need. I'll make a phone call. He is
the funnel.
The funnel?
Yeah, that's the funnel that
I'm gonna get him to have somebody make it.
advertising funnel that does like for YouTube ads. So advertising funnel.
You got a company name or whatever?
Yeah, we're all lit. We're lit.
So when they get your GoDaddy.
Got that already.
So now he at least has a place where he can put it, and then you just create it. And
well, no, I have the GoDaddy site.
No, I'm saying.
So I'm just like, yo, this is the sign in for the GoDaddy. Like, do all of that shit. I'm not doing none of that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Outsource it.
So where we do.
Only thing you gotta do now is market.
And YouTube funnel. The ads is going to be the marketing. So once the person fills in their information.
Okay, as far as market to get them to, it's like clickbait. You gotta get them.
That's and we want to create a profile for an Asian couple. We want to create a profile for a white couple, a black couple, Indian couple, and we want to target market for each ad individually. So we're gonna have all those ads are gonna be our company's ad, but we're gonna put it in different languages. We're gonna put, you understand what I'm saying? And we'll have that shit locked down. Like, I know how to do the marketing, but I just don't have the technical.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get them done. Right?
yeah. You outsource for the technical, and then you put your
Put
marketing.
my spin to it. Yeah, on what I know I need.
It's beautiful watching networks manifest. We'll call it that. Like, that's all it really is, bro.
You know you're gonna have to leave your fucking job as soon as we get rolling, bro. I'm gonna need you to.
You gonna give you a calendar?
What? No, I'm gonna tell you what. Nigga, you don't think the shortest thing is, but I can afford you.
Okay.
I gotta pay you $1,000 a week, right? That's what we talked about, right? I'm gonna forget. 6 months. What you mean?
Cold.
What you mean? Hold on. What you mean?
I'm sitting down here with Preaching Keith. Sitting down here with Preaching Keith. in the basement. Done? Alrighty, she's gonna get her. Alrighty. Peace.
This one is the baby, baby. His
Uh,
wife hates me. She's my cousin too.
He's gotta love it.
She hates me like a motherfucker.
Nobody
Nobody
hates me. Nobody hates me.
That's
Nobody.
good.
You
That's
can't
all
find
good
not
to you.
one
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Not one. Yeah,
That's what he
pretty
says.
much that's it. That's why you can't find nobody. They all go look at me like this. They even know my dad. Like his dad. They even know my dad. Know me.
I'm a piece of shit, bro.
Nobody. I live my life.
Do you think that that's part of the characteristics of people that make the moves and millions of dollars?
Asshole.
Part of it. It has to. You have to be an asshole to do things like
Yes,
that.
but then it's like,
But I'm nice as shit though, for real, right?
I don't like, to me,
Depends on how you see. People got to know how to take you. They got to know.
Yeah.
It's not what you give; it's how it's perceived. And that's
and I don't get why people act weird around certain different people, but it's like, okay,
People act weird around me all the time.
but I don't get it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, okay.
See, like you don't even have to
see
say.
how the demeanor
You don't even
changes,
have, yeah. This nigga.
all right,
Fuck. This guy. Piece of shit.
lo and behold, what time I say I gotta wrap up, I already know I already know the whole rest of the evening, what's going on. But because I'm doing
Light
this,
up, bro. You ain't gonna smoke. We been smoking truth. For what? What the fuck we named it that for? We've been here an hour and just smoking no weed.
I had the black in the lips and just was talking.
All black, no licks. Rest in peace, my nigga Ryder.
But yeah,
All black, no licks.
energy. And it's like, you gotta be an asshole.
Do people think, what do you think people think? Like, people that don't like me, what do you think they think? Like, I think you would probably be able to answer that better. People that don't like me, what do you think they think about me? Or why they don't like me? Like, describe the reasons why. Like, I can see why this person doesn't like you.
Most people can't take the real, can't take the truth. 90% of people don't want to hear it. They don't.
So I tell the truth a lot.
Energy too high.
You keep
You ride on a different frequency. And some people don't.
you see, not only do you see the truth, you see all the truths, which is weird because most people are so one-sided that it's funny. Most people only know their view, their idea of what's going on.
They're maxed out on their.
Right. Whereas
They're not in control.
you
They're
see
maxed
both
out.
sides, where you see both sides, and not only can you see them, but you can argue either one of them. But you always you're intelligent enough to make your argument always be understood by the other person.
Yeah.
So the fact is, if they don't agree with you, they still have to understand what you're saying. And a lot of people don't like that because sometimes they're stuck on their. So it's like, I could think homosexuality is cool as shit. You know the views on both. You're gonna preach what you know about it, what you feel about it. And if this person thinks that it's cool and you don't, you're gonna make it a point to let them know where you stand on the topic. And some people that rubs the wrong way.
Well said.
And-
Well said. Bring us down to the T.
You can't handle the truth.
You need me on that wall. You want me on that wall. Word up, they do though. Niggas need me to be on the wall. If I'm not on the wall, who the fuck's gonna be on the wall? Standing up for black men. We don't got enough representation, bro. Not enough confident representation.
And that you just said. The first part didn't mean a thing. The second part is what you just said. Because we can put anybody there, but if he's Joe Crackhead, it doesn't fucking matter. Because we won't respect his opinion, let alone anybody else.
Exactly.
So it's got to be that confident. And the thing is, those of us that are confident also feel the urge to do other things because of today where society is pulling. I was just talking to somebody about like all the athletes I played with. If you went to our drug set in the neighborhood where I was at, you'd have got more athletes than in the high school. Explain that to me. Explain. The Joe dope dealer would have been the best basketball player in the hood. But if we would have went to school, we would have had a great basketball team.
Yeah, now the rules have changed
Yes. Right.
to where it used to be, and now
Right.
you ain't gonna catch him on the block.
On the block no more. He ain't no need to build a block. He can get weed up in there anywhere. Everybody else is pulled up. I ain't even see nobody. I don't even see crack in the
Back in the day, the bomb ass athletes were the ones that wasn't on the court, wasn't even in school.
Wasn't even in school.
They wasn't.
They were the ones, but they had all the new Jordans, and they had the motherfucking triple fat gooses, or they had the motherfucking, what was the Biggie, or Coogee shit, that dude.
Seen a Mexican all dripped up in front of the store today with Gucci and shit. All right, Papa, you dripped up? Okay. Lo siento. ¿Cómo sé? All right, got you. Like, you know, he was dripped. Oh my God, bro. Like, come over here. Yeah, like that, bro. America fucking nigga up quick. What's in the gram? American, I didn't stand. Living the American dream, boys. Yeah, that shit crazy, bro.
Is there a way to perfect that though? Like, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of like giving people their, like you said, explaining their side of it, to where they know that I'm not disregarding their point of view. You know what I'm saying?
More, I guess, more so do you want to coddle people?
Absolutely not.
Then
That would be dangerous.
then that's dangerous. Keep going, and your circle will build around. Yo, it's gonna wean out the weak.
I think I've already done that. That's the crazy part. That's what makes me nervous is that, bro, I feel like there's nobody.
You can always still do it.
I weeded all the animals, and I'm the only asshole standing.
I'm the only asshole left.
I guess always still trimming fat, but then it's like evolution. You'll get bigger, meet different people, and always still maintain the weight. Yeah.
Circle.
You know what I mean?
Circle will change, but the nucleus will remain the same. That nucleus.
Dude, I get it. Look, write these employees down, bro, on the different pages. Or only do it on that page if you want. You don't want to.
I get it, but I don't get it.
Write
With
down,
certain people.
put fries mill, and then freehold on the other side. And make it 2 of those.
That's a serious ass F.
Yeah, right. Bro, I swear I thought this nigga's handwriting was bad. It looks bad, even from the side, but when you look at it straight, it looks alright.
Look at it from
He writes
upside down.
right though. He writes the right way though.
Look at it upside down.
It looks bad.
Just looks different.
Man, that shit looks like
Upside down?
Yeah, it looks like you couldn't read. You know how sometimes you see somebody write, you can still read it, even if it's upside down. You can tell.
Have you ever looked at it upside down?
Yeah, that's what I was. That's the first time it happened. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, you
you
gotta
can't
rewrite that
you
shit,
gotta
bro.
That's what he
Like,
told me.
erase that shit, dog. That's what I told him. I said, erase that shit, bro. See? Yeah, that's what I said. Y'all had the same reaction. I was like, you can read this shit? Like, damn, I didn't think I was going to be able to read this shit from upside down. It looks crazy upside down, bro. Trust me, I said the same shit.
You're
showing your age because you understand.
right.
Yeah, right. These kids
The
are
next generation, they're like,
they're not going to be able to
Got a
read
print.
that.
They got a
you still writing
But he's going to teach my kid, all my kids, he's going to be their teacher and shit. He's going to be their homeschool teacher, dog. Watch.
You write cursive still.
Yeah,
Which is very.
my kids is all going to be homeschooled within the next couple of years. I can feel it. Like, by the time I buy this crib and shit, and I get this land and all that shit, bro, I didn't tell you about the real estate plan I got put on my heart. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. I'm about to buy some land.
How balls deep did you go?
Very. Well, I've already done it. That's the thing. That's another blessing of my journey is that I've done so much of the work already. That as soon as the shit falls into place, it's just gonna be like,
So
like nigga, why like those non-stop? Like where y'all at?
So
I'm
part
running, I'm
of
taking off on these niggas, bro.
part of the mind control,
Mhm.
the whole system of putting the shit in paper. Like have a dream. If you put it on paper,
Make space for it. Yeah, make room for it. Yeah.
it's like we'll call it just that much closer. How you put it on paper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. All my shit's on paper.
So, but no,
You seen that
listen,
shit?
listen. So that, but
Hell yeah. Fuck
for,
yeah.
for viewers' sake,
Oh yeah. What's
that's
on paper?
like
Oh yeah, well yeah,
like
yeah.
evolution of like, yo,
Oh
okay,
fuck it, it has to be on
I
paper.
thought about this
It
shit.
has
This
to
shit
be on
dope
paper.
as hell.
It has
The
to be on
moment
paper.
you put it like
It's
it's almost like
real.
a confirmation.
You know what the
of
shitty
being
part
a
is for
person.
me though? I put my dreams are so fucking big that it naturally, because of how far behind I started with so many
The
different
magic of thinking big, or you saying like,
no, like they literally my goals are so fucking massive that I know they're all gonna I think when they crystallize it'll all happen at the same time. But the amount of time that it's even taken to get to the fucking starting line to where we can even shoot the gun and say
I
start the race.
didn't
Like,
want to confuse big with specific.
yeah, big and specific. Big and specific. And that's what makes it even worse. That's what creates more time because my goals are not.
Because you
Like,
got you have a big dream like, yeah, I want a crib.
No.
17 bedrooms.
Exactly. My shit's
17 rooms. What is each room?
Yeah, and I got it. I got all of them
You know,
right now.
that's why-
Yeah, I got 7 bedrooms, 7 baths, fucking the movie room, you know, the fucking the office. Bro, my shit's detailed as fuck, bro. I already drew out the fucking plan for it. And the one house that I'm looking at in Mulligan Hill, 1.2 mil, it has everything. It is that same shit. But when that tornado or shit hit, I was like, damn, I don't know if I want to move to Mulligan Hill.
So then that's what you get.
I'm gonna go to
Homeowners insurance.
well, yeah, I'm talking about. Well, we get life insurance, we got health, we got everything. But goddamn, I'm not trying to die.
I live and enjoy it though.
What? Newfield. I might have to go to Newfield. I'm gonna go to Newfield.
Bunker.
Listen, yeah, that's what we're. Pen out there. We're gonna fucking that's what we might name the show. Pen out there. My segment gonna be called Pen out there. Fucking
Google Translate.
Mm-hmm.
Racist damn on a lot of different languages.
Sorry. Fucking commies. But
Sorry. Guys, defense.
but nah, the bunker is gonna be in the Newfield property. It might be in fucking Mulligan Hill, but there's too many houses around there. So my main plan is to do this: buy 2 plots of land, like at least 7 to 10 acres apiece, right? Good job. And that's gonna be like 20, 25,000 each, right? So we're gonna spend $100,000 or $50,000 on land alone, right?
Undeveloped, though.
Yeah, completely undeveloped, like completely. Then we're gonna get one of these prefab homes, one of the 2-story ones, like the Ryan homes, where they can just drop that shit off,
Couple dollars.
$250, right? With the basement and all of that, it'll be $250. So I paid $300,000 for my home, realistically. You know what I mean? Same thing I would pay if I'm there with you, but it's gonna be my land, all of that too, which is gonna save me money.
What's the child that has his own?
Because I own the land, and the land is it's secluded, it's by itself. So then I go and get a rancher style prefab thrown on the property for the kids with a basement, right?
Motherfuckers gonna have their own little playhouse.
Oh,
Or they gonna have a
like it's gonna be like a 5-bedroom rancher.
instead of the in-law suite, you gonna have a little kid house.
Yeah, for the kids to always like so they'll have their rooms in the room.
Y'all out there.
Listen, they'll have all of their main everybody's gonna have a fucking room in the main crib, and then that little crib is where they go when they're adults, whatever the fuck they want to do outside of my shit that I don't.
They gonna be in bunch of my house.
Exactly. Yeah, all that shit is over there. Straight up. So the kids gonna have their own and my mother-in-law can stay there. My mother-in-law can stay there. My mom can stay there. You know what I mean? My brothers, God forbid, if they need someplace to stay, that's just going to be the guest suite, the guest house, the whole house is for guests. It's for guests.
I'm sorry if I could say.
Like you want to live there. Like you probably gonna live there for real, like full time. Like people like that, like it's like my family is gonna live there. Like real shit, you want to live on the property. Nigga. You're not about to, where the fuck? Why would you live anywhere else? Why? Nigga, you gonna
travel anywhere else? I go fuck that. I'll live there, but when I go, but I'll travel everywhere else.
He got a whole plot of land out in North Carolina.
Yeah, my family got one too out there.
Blue. I forget.
And see, look, that's an option
But
too.
that motherfucker called that shit like steel.
Yeah,
I'll be nice to say like
10,000.
33 acres for like 100 grand. Just play with
100 grand?
Just playing with round numbers.
100. That's 33 acres is a lot though.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
Like
he probably didn't even spend that much though in North Carolina, bro. I seen some shit for 30 acres for like 30.
yeah, I just pulled numbers out my ass.
Yeah, I think he probably paid like 30 grand, bro. That's like Jersey prices and shit. For real, for real.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
But yeah, I'm gonna have the second house built on there, and then on that second property that I got, and we're gonna build the bunker on that property too, under the rancher. It's gonna be a flat rancher with a basement, but it's gonna have 5 bedrooms in it. And then we're gonna build a bunker under it, and like have the food storage and all of that shit. And we're gonna obviously have a fucking like bike trails on there for the kids and shit. And we're gonna have the greenhouse, where we're growing our own food and shit. That's where my neighbor, my boy that you met that came outside a couple times, he's gonna run that. He probably gonna live on the property too with his girl, and for security and shit like that, security wise too. But yeah, that nigga gonna be there running the food. And then for the second property, the other 9, 10 acres we get, bro, you know them, again, the prefab row homes type shit. I'm gonna throw up like 40 of them bitches on like 10 acres. And that'll probably cost me like 2.8, 3.2.
You try to build your own little community.
Exactly. That's gonna be my end. That's my end.
Pharmacy and
My little brother's a pharmacist.
and
It's gonna be there.
food market.
I'm not playing with this shit. And my little brother's going to school for law. It's gonna be a law office there, all that.
You got your own police.
And you got the fucking the food on lock with your family, with your cousin and shit. You gotta go chill with her and see what she talking about. See what
Just talk to her.
she talking about. All right, yeah, Fries Mill. We're gonna put Rod. Rod is our top guy. Rod, and then under Rod. Matter of fact, for Freehold, put Reggie at the top. Under Reggie, put Jocelyn. Joclyn. Put Doreen. Put Fresca. And put Rich. And put a star by his name too. And then put in quotations like this, Gagnon.
Was he the one shaky, basically a shaky ground?
Well, no, he's the best. Like he's the most solid. Like he's like the one closest to me out of all of them. Rich is the most talented. Like he can close the best out of all of them. He's closest to me on the closing end. Fresca's the fronter, Doreen's the fronter, but Fresca's like an elite fronter, like really, really, really amazing fronter. Doreen is solid, and she can get the job done. Jocelyn's a closer, very, very rough around the edges. Hood bitch, 38, 39. Just had her first kid last year, 2 years ago, so she's wilding out in her mind. She's just off the hinges. And Reggie's the old head that I created into a closer, but used to be a fronter, like Fresca and Doreen. But he's the most reliable, the most consistent, and the most trustworthy of the group. So anything that we do is going to run through him.
We all central.
Yeah, for you.
I mean, as far as that's their closest home base.
Yeah, that's what they're all about there. They all work for Steve under me. Work for me under Steve and shit. Whatever the fuck you want to see it. So we got Rod as our main player here.
And Rod said he could get me people too. Remember? Rod could get me people. Put Freddie down. Freddie's a killer. And then put Florida right here in the middle.
It's like being the coach, and you gotta know like it's like the GM, cause like your cap, like salary cap and all that. Mm-hmm. Every player wants a contract deal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly what the fuck this shit is.
It's draft time.
Exactly. That's why.
So
let me get a little bit of that jack.
what's it called?
I know I shouldn't be smicking
What's it called?
mixing it.
You got a violent player in the draft.
Yeah, I know. Check out. Yeah, he's cool as hell. He's a good kid. I'm glad to check out.
He's younger than you too, right?
Yeah, he's a real good kid though.
They I saw a screenshot. Like I had a couple people that came out of one of them.
Yeah, another
Two
kid
people.
too. Yeah, FAMU. He went to FAMU. I don't really know about that kid though.
Screenshot.
I know Isaiah. Isaiah's a monster. He went to Rutgers.
I want to see what they just out of curiosity what they're doing.
Freddie, I know I can trust Freddie to come in once I have him off and I pay him his salary. But Rod is, damn, if Freddie knew he was Rod. Rod still won't be my guy.
And that's the crazy part though is
it's not how they all mix in blood too.
No, that's part of the coaching of being around the office anyway.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make that happen.
like your deal closure is your check.
Well, when you play, it's not that simple,
But that's how
but plan for me, that's what I boil it down to.
that's how everyone's work.
Right,
Honestly.
well,
And that's where, so take it back to the whole capital and all that shit.
but the thing is not making people believe that though.
Exactly.
That's the thing, because people don't really.
No, like
You can't have people just live it off of that.
when you
Money can't be the motivation.
no,
Not in my shop.
no. What I'm saying is, when you start a lawn care business, right? I'm using that as an analogy. Let's say you went through, but because you had to go get contracts. It's not like making it a quick hand-to-hand transaction. You're gonna cut your yard, like a contract deal. That longevity period of, if you start a business, you gotta be able to hold your business for 45 days, worst case or best case. But worst, you might not be able to cover your overhead for like 90 to 6 months before you see your first payment. You know what I mean? That's where the whole contract deals and all that shit is crazy. But once you,
Yeah, that's good.
you know what I mean? See, that's where like you like, I'm talking out about this shit. I'm like, yeah, this is all part of capital and that longevity. When me and Cousin did the property preservation, yeah, you had to cover your expenses, driving from here to Wildwood Crest, up North Jersey. You had to cover those expenses without seeing no bread. Off the long hope of, they're gonna pay.
Yeah, that part doesn't bother me. That part does not bother me. The part about not seeing money is fine. I just want to get rolling to be able to make the impact that I need to make on everybody's life around me. It's not about the money part.
Matter of fact, no disrespect, I did that shit with Cousin, and that's where it's like, that's why I did.
It's like I'm responsible for too many people to fail. Is
Like,
what I mean by like stressed about not being able to get off the ground. I'm responsible for bad people. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I
remember I did the faith walk with a couple of different people. I remember doing the H.H. Gregg delivery shit. Didn't know it was independently like contracted out. Working with people, and then you don't get paid. Like what? I was like 18, 19 then.
that's why I like being in the license.
That shit was crazy.
I gotta be licensed to do this. This is why I like it.
And that's what I liked that business, like that whole home delivery shit. Grab a U-Haul truck, get the contract, there you go.
put Jack, and then or put Jack, aka Rico. Or Rico, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Under him, put Danny, D-A-N-N-I, Daniel. You know Daniel.
I learned that girls use the I, and then I guess the dudes use the Y.
Mm-hmm. Under Danny, put Duke. Dude, my fucking conglomerate, my network is fucking insane in this industry, bro. I'm a fucking legend already, and I didn't even do nothing yet. This shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Bro, that's a lot of fucking money on that piece of paper right there. Every single one of those people can make us, bro, bro, this is a fucking negative. Negative. Are you serious? And this is 3 different states. Or 3 different locations. Two states, 3 locations. Like I'm stopped, man.
I call ball states.
Yeah, right? New Jersey's definitely a different state from that shit. Freddie, all right, put your boy's name that you had that you was on the resume from basketball. And put that girl's name, you know her name? She's saying for nigga. Let's see.
This shit got not say be dumbed down. That script gotta be like easier to buy into.
Oh, it is. You agree?
Yeah.
Especially the front pitch, right? I mean, that shit pretty good.
Because Vision and Solar shit,
I'm gonna send you my script.
it was interesting. What fucks me up is people don't buy into
He's
lies.
saying it in here. I don't know what.
Fucking with it. You fucking with this? Oh, yeah.
Get to like what you call it? What's the word?
You know, it's fucked up, Keith.
Never that. I know where you work at, so I really did. So I know where the bitch work at.
Put, just put Boost Girl. Boost Girl. Boost Booty. I'm sure.
As a matter of fact, she said she was going to say this if we call it boots. So that's what it's going to be. So
That's in the news.
So Jamil Demby, Lou Picone, those who came out of line.
Lou?
Lou Picone
Isaiah Pacheco.
and Jamil Demby. It was the 2018 six.
Pacheco? No. Jamil Denby? That's years ago, though.
2018?
Yeah.
And
He was
he
older.
won with
He's
the
not-
Lions.
yeah. Well, yeah, he won a Super Bowl. Yeah.
That's what's up. Y'all out there.
Hell yeah. Violent and Millville got good players. Coming to town.
See, that's gonna be. I guess that would be an interesting part, just off of Jersey news or whatever. Like, really look at who from South Jersey. Like, yeah, y'all out here, y'all got some people. Now, South Jersey all gotta unite,
Right?
Did
you get that?
Bridge. Yeah, I got you. Build the bridge.
See it?
Yeah, I ain't see it yet. But I got it.
Read it, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, my name's Dan. But it's pretty simple. Hello, this is Dan with Affordable Health Plus.
Hello.
Name of our company is Affordable Health Plus.
what's for you.
Why do you say that? You think that would be easier, you mean?
Because I care about, like, I'm here.
Yeah,
No,
you're gonna,
I'm just saying.
yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying. But you would say the best option for you if you were saying it to be more personal, like the way that you're feeling it through. But it would just be you at the end. You could say that. Like, see, this is what I teach people is that you can say that the best option for you. Like, you can say certain things, but you just got to stick to the script because you're gonna ask the right questions.
But even like, I guess that for you, when I was doing my visual solar, that would fuck me up. And it's like, oh, stick to this and cut. But it's like, yo, this is where you get empathy. They want you to be they want you to relate to your caller.
Well, no, you got to think like customers instead of salespeople. That's the thing.
But I'm just saying, as far as like
what customers want, what customers want and what we give them as salespeople is two different things. We give them what they need in order for them to buy, not what they want as the customer, because that gives them a choice to buy or not buy. We give them what they need so they have the pressure to buy. That's the difference between being a salesperson and a regular Joe Schmo off the street. That's what allows me to own a company. You could be a salesperson, but salespeople really just have to read the paper. You can read the paper and make money, but if you don't understand that the customer isn't in control of the conversation, you'll never be able to do this.
Oh yeah, nah. I guess more so they're never in control. But
that's when you do
they
it.
want you.
That's like saying
like,
Mr. or Mrs. We don't even say Mr. or Mrs. We don't call them Mr. or Mrs. That shows too much respect. This isn't a respect conversation. We're not giving you respect. We're giving you a product. We're not trying to be nice to you or be your friend. We're the ones that are professional.
I guess it's there you go.
People respond to professionalism
with knowledge.
Exactly. Confidence, and that's what they want. People are not going to buy anything from somebody that's not confident.
The false facade of, hey yo, I'm not here to sell you nothing, but it's a whole sales call.
Yeah, you never want to say that. You want to be honest about it. I'm here to own you, bitch. I'm here to get
false training in a sense. From back in the day, that's what they used to tell you.
Well, yeah, same thing they tell you about being a nice guy to girls and buying nice things and shit. That never works. You gotta be an asshole. I had to do this morning on the video.
Everything you learned was a lie. Why would you want to know the truth?
Right away. Truth will set you free. So. I can't wait to get on this fucking phone. All right, fuck that bitch. Yeah, I go see that bitch. Once we got fries and we got 4 bodies, but that we don't even treat him account Freddie. Because Freddie works for a different nigga already.
It doesn't really work.
Yeah, we used to do that. I used to work for he's in Florida too. Peace, bitches.
The scholar.
Book.